Alright guys, I have finally arrived at Depeche Mode's Music for the Masses, and I believe after this, I will finally get to watch the 101 documentary and concert film, which I'm very excited for. So that said, let's get right into this. We are starting off with Never Let Me Down Again, which I have of course reacted to and love. Ugh, I get goosebumps every time you go from the verse to the chorus. Such a good transition. Okay, what I will say is, already, not having the distraction of the music video, I'm noticing the harmonies way more, and they are lovely. It almost sounds like a choir in the background. But it could also be a synthesizer that just sounds like a choir. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't possibly listen to that and not get strong Martin vibes before even knowing for sure that he wrote it. Especially after listening to Black Celebration. Starting the album off with Never Let Me Down Again, it does feel like a great transition and natural evolution of that album's sound. So it's nice to be listening to it knowing it's the album opener with that added context. All right. The Things You Said. I already like this. These sounds are tickling my ears in all the right ways. I need this to go on for at least another 2 minutes. Well, at least we're getting this great little instrumental outro. Oh my gosh, it was a struggle to not close my eyes during that. Whew, that was such a dreamy song, and I'm not at all surprised by that because, again, Martin, he is a dreamy man and he makes dreamy music. And it's that simple, at least for me. But yeah, 2 songs in, so far what's jumping out to me are the percussive elements in all these songs. They feel a bit more pronounced. Basically, I'm hearing the influence of all the previous albums in here so far. But we will see if this takes a turn. But the things you said could be a top 3 for me. Strange Love, another I've heard. I also feel like I've been hearing some nature sounds used as transitions.
There'll be times when my crimes will seem almost unforgivable. I give in to sin because you have to make this life livable. But when you think I've had enough from your sea of love,
I love that lyric.
and another river full.
I give in to sin because you have to make life livable. What was it? Hold on. Okay. Because you have to make this life livable. Okay. Well, close enough. Point is, love it.
Yes, and I'll make it all worthwhile. I'll make your heart smile. Strange love, strange highs and strange lows. Strange love, that's how my love goes. Strange love, will you give it to me? Will you take the pain? I will give to you again and again. And will you return it? There'll be days when I stray. I may appear to be constantly out of reach. I give in to sin because I like to practice what I preach. I'm not trying to say I have it all my way. I'm always willing to learn when you've got something to teach. Oh, and I'll make it all worthwhile. I'll make your heart smile. Pain, will you return it? I'll say it again. Pain, pain, will you return it? I'll say it again. Pain.
I have to wonder how many stacks of vocals are going on right now.
I'll say it again. Pain. Pain. Will you return it? I won't say it again. Strange love, strange highs and strange lows. Strange love, that's how my love goes. Strange love, will you give it to me? Strange love, strange highs and strange lows. Strange love, that's how my love goes. Strange love, will you give it to me? Strange love, strange highs and strange lows. Strange love, that's how my love goes. Strange.
I love when he lets that little bit of distortion come through his voice. So good. You know, I'm not sure I've listened to Strange Love since my my first reaction to it. I may have watched a live performance or two. Either way, I purposely avoid re-listening to the studio recordings of the songs I've already reacted to for this reason, so I can have as fresh an experience as possible when listening to the full albums. And that was a lovely one to revisit. You know, a lot of my favorite elements of Strangelove are the same elements I loved in Here Is the House. If you have seen my reaction to Black Celebration and you saw how much I fell in love with that song, then I think that's all I need to say. Sacred. Thank goodness I read that correctly because I very nearly said scared. Whoa.
To write it down, that is walking on hallowed ground, but it's my duty. I'm a missionary.
What an intro. What a bass.
So here is my confession. It's an obsession. I'm a firm believer and a warm receiver. And I've made my decision. This is religion, there's no doubt. I'm one of the devouts, trying to sell the story of love's eternal glory. Sacred,
Oh my gosh.
to put it in words, to write it down. That is walking on hallowed ground.
There's that vocal distortion again.
I'm a missionary. Spreading the news around the world, taking the word to boys and girls. I'm a firm believer and a warm receiver. And I will go down on my knees when I see beauty, there's no doubt. I'm one of the devouts, trying to sell the story of love's eternal glory. Sacred, holy, to put it in words, to write it down. That is walking on hallowed ground, but it's my duty. I'm a missionary.
I think that chorus is going to get stuck in my head, and I'm okay with it. I absolutely love when they layer different sections of the song vocally. I'm wondering if that's another staple of Martin's writing. Not sure, but what I do know is my favorite instance of them doing that so far is still People Are People. I cannot put into words how much I love the outro of that song. But okay, Sacred. Consider that another potential top 3. I'm still recovering from the intro, to be honest. But I mean, this track is so beautifully Depeche Mode, because where else are you going to get such a perfect marriage of religious themes and, well, funk? Where else? Little 15, another I've reacted to.
Little 15, you help her forget the world outside. You're not part of it yet. And if you could drive her away to a happier place, to a happier day that exists in your mind and in your smile. She could escape there just for a while.
I bet this would sound fantastic
Little 15,
live with an orchestra. Yeah, I kind of need that.
little 15, why take the smooth with the rough when things run smooth? It's already more than enough. She knows your mind is not yet in league with the rest of the world and its little intrigues. Do you understand? Do you know what she means? As time goes by, and when you see what she's seen, you will, little 15.
I do really love how much piano we're getting so far.
Little 15, why does she have to defend her feelings inside? Why pretend she's not had a life, a life of near misses? Now all that she wants is 3 little wishes. She wants to see with your eyes. She wants to smile with your smile. She wants a nice surprise every once in a while. She wants to see with your eyes. She wants to smile with your smile. She wants a nice surprise every once in a while. Little 15.
I mean, that was another lovely revisit, and don't know what the heck is going on with my voice right now. I absolutely love how cinematic Little 15 is. It honestly sounds like it was created for a movie or musical soundtrack, and yet sonically it fits perfectly in this album, in my opinion. And so far, that's one of my main takeaways is I love how experimental they're being with a lot of the sounds they're playing with. But even though they're bringing in so many of these insane sounds, the overall compositions still feel very grounded and just well thought out, for lack of a better term. Next up, Behind the Wheel, which I've also reacted to. Gosh, I am loving this gradual build. You know, I didn't intend to go basically that entire song without saying anything, but I don't know. I just got lost in it very quickly. I suppose that nearly 90-second intro is what drew me in. Gotta be one of my favorites vocally. Pretty sure I've already watched a clip of them performing Behind the Wheel from 101. But if I'm right about that, I will be just as excited to watch it again. All right, let's continue. I Want You Now.
I want you now, tomorrow won't do. There's a yearning inside, and it's showing through. Reach out your hands and accept my love. We've waited for too long, enough is enough. I want you now. My heart is aching, my body is burning, my hands are shaking, my head is turning. You understand, it's so easy to choose. We've got time to kill, we've got nothing to lose. I want you now. I don't mean to sound like one of the boys. It's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to be like one of the boys. I just want you now. 'Cause I've got a love that won't wait, a love that is growing and it's getting late. You know what it means to be left this way. When
I gotta say,
one's gone, the feelings they stay.
sonically, this is taking me back to construction time again.
I want you now.
Now, there are obviously differences, but I am being reminded of that album, with this song in particular. Also, I swear, I keep hearing an accordion in some of these songs. I think it's just synthesizers, but I welcome accordions.
Социально-психологические проблемы после вооружений и социально-психологические
Wow, okay. I'm glad I did not interrupt that transition. That was incredible. To have and to hold.
I need to be cleansed. It's time to make amends for all of the fun. The damage is done. I feel disease. I'm down on my knees. I need forgiveness. Someone to bear witness to the goodness within. Beneath the sin, though I may flood with all kinds of dirt, to the point of disease, I want release. All this decay, take it away.
Well, in other words, you want to shake the disease? Sorry, I had to. Those police sirens? Or a car alarm. Is this gonna transition again? Okay, no. Well, before we get into nothing, I will quickly just say I really enjoyed the contrast sonically between I Want You Now and To Have and to Hold. I Want You Now was, once again, quite theatrical in my opinion and very bright. And actually, that's something I've also been meaning to point out. This entire album sonically so far has felt very bright compared to the previous albums. I mean, especially Black Celebration. So it's quite a 180 in that respect. But To Have and to Hold, I think is easily the darkest song on the album sonically so far. And for me, that makes those two songs having a transition even more interesting. Okay, nothing. Kind of feels familiar, but I don't know if I've heard it before. It has a music video. I've probably reacted to it. This might be one of my favorites instrumentally.
Sitting target, sitting praying, God is saying nothing, always knows the prospects, learn to expect What am I trying to do? What am I trying to say? I'm not trying to tell you anything you didn't know when you woke up today.
Oh, that is lovely. Well, nothing was definitely something. I really don't know what I mean by that, so don't even ask. I don't know. That outro might be my favorite part of the song because they added even more to the background vocals. By the way, guys, I know I have not commented much on the lyrical content here, and to be honest, I've just been, well, on one hand, I've been quite distracted by everything going on sonically, but on the other hand, I feel a little more lost here lyrically compared to Black Celebration, and I don't know exactly why that is, but I'd love to know how you interpret the overall themes of the album. On to the final track, which I couldn't possibly pronounce. Huh. Is this going to be an instrumental piece? That would be quite the throwback. I say throwback as if this album isn't a throwback itself. You know what I mean. I gotta say, right now I am feeling even more like I've been watching a musical. Okay, well, now I'm getting a bit of a Tim Burton vibe as well, which I love. Okay, wow, this turned into Halloween real quick, real fast. I mean, that is the last thing I expected as an album closer, but what a way to send things off. Yeah, I love that they brought back the instrumental pieces, and now I'm wondering if they've continued to do that or if they stop at a certain point. You guys don't have to let me know, of course. I can figure that out on my own as I continue making my way through the albums, so no spoilers. But yeah, while I may not have caught on as quickly to some of the lyrics as I feel I did with Black Celebration, I still very much enjoyed this first listen, and once again, I'm seeing a shift sonically, and I cannot wait to see where this leads, especially since we are heading right into the 90s very soon. But again, next up for me, I think, is 101, and I've been waiting for months. I bought the DVD like in the spring, I think, and I've just been waiting since then to watch it, but the time has come. Now, as for my top 3 tracks, they'd have to be Never Let Me Down Again, Things You Said, and Sacred, but I will give honorable mentions to Strange Love and Behind the Wheel because I also really, really love those songs. Guys, let me know what you thought of this album, any lore about this era that I should know, and of course, what you'd like me to check out next, and let me know your top 3 tracks. That's all for this one though. Until next time.